last time we got a pretty chilly reception from Dolenka, who's the head of this garrison. Nadaj, the witch we talked to on our way in, recommended we talk to Dolenka, and, well, not much for that recommendation. She talks to you as you come out. And she asks if we got what we came for. And we got access. But, you know. Let's see what Nadaj knows. And, you know, Kaelin chirps in about being, you know, good and righteous and all that stuff. Well, great, you know, thanks. And apparently the woodman is gone. Well, it seems kind of strange. He says he's the spirit of the forest, so the forest is still here, so how can he be gone? And Nadaj clarifies that he's probably just hiding. So we probably have to resolve whatever problems there are in the forest so that the woodman can show up. And you can remark that the monsters that showed up that were there when you showed up were blighted, so that's probably part of it. And there's apparently a large fire to the south, and you can make a reference to Quara, one of the companions from the first campaign. Just curious. And it's not her. And there's a Telthor sanctuary as well that's having problems. Okay, you know, and she recommends that you also visit this valley a little ways away, because there are other people there who might know. But well, we got a laundry list of stuff. Odacia here is a merchant, and one of the things he has, these bracers dexterity +6, which really are not half bad. The Snow Tiger helm gives +6 constitution, which is also not a bad item. If it didn't look so silly, I might actually use it. But the Gnomish Slayer is a big bonus versus giants, which is actually useful just in this next area. But for the most part, nothing really useful here. And let's head off into the woods. And I wish I remembered some songs from that musical, but I don't. And I feel kind of bad about that. But here we are, to Ashenwood. Alright, we'll move on. This is sort of an annoying area. I guess I'm not actually going to use it now, but if you need to suppress and rest, this area at the start here with all these Telthors wandering around. These fell trolls, on the other hand, are probably a reason why I'm going to have to spend some resting, because they have a lot of hit points, and, well, I'm just going to have to wear through them. How many hit points do they have? Out of curiosity. I'm using my hands. Yeah, they have like 400 hit points each. So, if there's going to be a certain amount of I'll fight a couple of them on screen, but some of them I'm going to fight off screen just because they're fairly tedious. Turned into like all trolls in this game, you have to actually hit them with acid to kill them. Which, acid splash suffices, so hey, I'm even making use of my level 0 spells. You can also use fire. And actually, it's half tempting to actually, I'll just do that. If I start running out of acid splashes, I may use Spirit Shaman Flaming Weapon on my scimitar to just finish one of them off. That's not so good. As you can see, they're not exactly a joke when it comes to the amount of damage they do when hitting. And we're gonna have to kill this guy. Oh. Yeah, they're not trivial. Okay, let's try that again. Casting a few more buffs this time. Here are our friendly Telthors. And here are our unfriendly trolls. One of them has a bow this time. This spell I'm using, Arc of Lightning, is also a wizard spell. Druid spell. I'm using the druid casting of it because, well, I don't better things to cast. And actually, this caps at 15d6, so it's better than many spells that you can use. It's just more base damage. One of the things I'm doing for this second time through in this area is casting Premonitions in addition to Mirror Image. Normally I don't do that against sort of weaker enemies because, you know, essentially it's a waste of time. Oh, he's not actually quite dead yet. But these ones have enough attacks and hit off enough that Premonition is also available as a druid spell, which is handy because, well, there are only so many spells I've got. There's a treant. Like the ones outside, he's vulnerable. These shambling mounds are also the same sort of thing. They're vulnerable to fire, and I have some fire spells to throw at them, which is a good thing because otherwise, I kind of have to be careful about this because I could very realistically just totally run out of spells running through this area. There are a lot of enemies here with a lot of hit points. And while I can get the spells back by resting, and I can get spirit energy back no problem with suppress, the area near the beginning, they will also constantly attack me. Like most areas in the game, it's not a safe place to rest. Now I'll probably fight most of these enemies off screen because there are a lot of more of the same enemies in this area. They're, as you can see, they're not super hard and they're kind of tedious. Here's another troll. We're gonna hit this one. Maximize Storm, which apparently missed. Oh, he went invisible. One of the spells I also picked up that's also available as a wizard spell if I actually wanted it is True Seeing. And apparently these trolls have spellcasting abilities, and one of the things they do is turn into elementals. It's really kind of random, but hey, you know. Single target, so I'll just use... I'm not going to... If I really start getting desperate for spells, I will use Cloud of Bewilderment and start using things like basic Call Lightning. Cloud of Bewilderment is a level 2 spell, but it's probably one of the most powerful sort of area control spells because it creates a cloud that lasts a long time, that stuns and or blinds targets. An empowered one will essentially, except against enemies that will always make their saves, if they have a chance of not making their saves, it will still work quite well. Against these, I'm not going to bother though, because I've got... I should probably stop using maximized flame arrows, though, because, again, as I mentioned before, level 5 spells are my quick recasts of... In the center of the forest here, there's a kind of a strange-looking tree it's not affected by the frost. It has these nice lights and everything. There's nothing we can do with that just